Welcome to my apartment. This is the entryway, so it's actually a really nice amount of space because I have room for this hutch, which is huge because it has lots of storage. So the main layout of my apartment is a bedroom where the phone is currently recording right there, and then directly across from me is the bathroom. Of course, this is the entryway, and then in here is the kitchen. So I'm going to take you through all the rooms and show you around, show you my things, decorations, and what my living space looks like here in Boston. Welcome to my bedroom slash office slash living room. It's kind of all three at once. I have a really nice big living space, and I will say that it is set on 0.5 lens right now, so it probably looks a little bit bigger than it actually is. But there's really a lot of space to move around, which is the best part of all. I considered at first putting in like a sofa or something right here, but ultimately I just decided to forego the sofa in favor of having a bit more of an open concept room. So this is the view that you actually see when you first walk in, and the reason that I put the bookshelf right here is so that way when you walk in you don't immediately see the bed, it's a little bit covered. And again, this is 0.5 lens. If I go to the normal lens, it's a little bit clearer. But I want to show you my bookshelf. So there's still quite a bit to do because I left a lot of space for future books, but I did bring some of my books from home, and like all my Jane Austen books, fairy tales, and I have some more fairy tales over there, and sheet music, cookbooks, just a lot of trinkets to kind of fill this space for now until I can get more books, which I'm sure I will be amassing more over time, which is why I wanted to leave extra space here. Such as this mushroom light, like look at this, it lights up. And then I've got like just really random things, a thumb piano. I have a lot of things that my grandpa actually made because he was a carpenter, so it's pretty cool just because he was really amazing at woodworking. Actually, this whole shelf was built by my grandpa, and there are 3 other things in this room that were all built by him, so I'll show them to you. It's pretty special getting to have those in here with me in my first apartment. There's a lamp right here on the top of the shelf, and I got that at a flea market with my dad recently. This whale bookend was given to me by my Grammy. This sea glass, which I haven't found a place for yet, is from when I went to Get Busy with my Mimi and my mom. Long story short, there's just remnants of my family everywhere in every part of my apartment, which makes everything in here have meaning. Continuing on the family track, this carpet right here as well as 2 others were given to me by my cousin, so that's pretty special. And then this quilt is one of several things that was given to me by my aunt, but it's a really nice setup because it is a really good place to not only store a lot of things, but to sit as well. And I've currently got just like board games in here for now and an air mattress, but there's still so much space in there for more, so as I collect more things throughout law school and living here, I'll have extra storage space, which is really nice. Yeah, so the 3 other things I mentioned, that shelf right there, this bench, and then this desk right here, they were all made by my grandpa. As much as possible, I really wanted to have kind of a vintage vibe in my room. There are a lot of items, and again, this is actually from my Mimi. She had an extra oil lamp, but between this and the wooden furniture, the quilt here, I got this embroidered decoration, and it's like an embroidery of an old-fashioned town. And obviously, there's still like no decorations on the walls. I have a lot of work to do with decorations, but it's getting there. I went with pink colors for the bed, floral themed. Beside it, I have my trusty little, kind of like a nightlight. It's really handy. My friend Karina got this for me. And then there's also, let me show you. There's also quite a bit of storage right here on the side of the desk, so that's really handy for all my notebooks and books, laptop, things like that. But overall, I mean, this desk is really nice. So I do all of my work here because I work from home. I'm an ESL teacher, so I am often at this desk right here. There's just so much space in here, so you know, each drawer still has a lot of room because I haven't quite filled everything yet. I've got my paper and then a ton of tape for some reason. Then cards in the back. It looks really messy. Hang on. I did organize everything, I promise. And then the stuff that I just access most often. So like pens, pencils, microphone, things like that. One of the best features of this apartment is the fact that I have 2 closets in here. So I've been able to fit a lot of sweaters in here. I still have quite a few under my bed because I have a lot of sweaters and they're quite bulky. Coats and everything in here, and then I don't know if you can see, but there are shelves off to the side right here. So I've just put more clothing off to the side. Usually my backpack isn't there, but I stowed it in here so that the video would look cleaner. Yeah, dresses on this side. There's no shelving on the interior here on this side, but it goes in a little bit further back so I can store extra things in there. And there's even more space up on the shelf where I'm going to put future sweaters, and I just haven't put them there yet. I want to show the bathroom next because I don't want to save it for last. That would be weird. We'll end with the kitchen. There's daylight in here. The window is in the shower. I've opened up the shades so that you can see through here. I promise I do not shower with my blinds open. But yeah, I have a really nice caddy hanging here on the wall to keep all my things, and the windowsill is really great for storing things. The water pressure is fantastic and the temperature is good, and honestly that was like all I cared about for my shower. I got this really nice soft pink curtain, which is kind of an echo of the colors in my bedroom. And there's also this really nice light right above, which is helpful for doing makeup. Now up here is something of interest because this is the lovely gas tank, and it leaked. My very first, it was leaking when I arrived here. Is that dangerous that we smell propane?
Do I? I'll see when I come back up.
I smelled it with my mom and we were like suspicious, but you know, didn't really take action. Then I ended up closing my door for the night to localize the scent and realized that it was very fumey in here when I woke up the next morning, and it smelled strongly of like propane or natural gas. Honestly, I don't even know. They had to come, shut off my gas. I had to wait a few days for the plumber to come and fix it, essentially because the paint had chipped on one of the pipes or something and just like almost peeled the pipe right off with it, but it's all set now. I literally had to make an editing note like this last time that I was editing a video. Here I am again because I had a second gas leak and it was leaking from a different spot and I could smell it. The guy who came to fix it, he couldn't smell it, so I was really stressed at first because I was like, did I call him here for nothing? But he did confirm that it actually was leaking. I did smell it. Apparently I have a sensitive nose, and he fixed it again, which was a relief because I was really stressed. I thought it was all in my head at first, so I didn't call because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just imagining that I'm smelling it again. But it all worked out, and now I'm just really hoping that it does not leak for a third time. Final room of my apartment, and it's the kitchen, which I am so happy with because I love the white walls, the white cabinets, white floors. It's just so clean looking, I guess, in here, which is just really important because considering my apartment is facing the north, so I don't get any direct sunlight in here, which is a positive for the summertime because it keeps it a little bit cooler. But I think the light colors in here help to keep it airy since it's never, you know, bright with sunlight. Just to give a closer look at some of the things in here, this is a dresser that my dad and stepmom brought for me, and this has been at my house for ages. It used to be like the thing that we put the TV on, and my brother and I, when we played Wii, the Wii was in here. Fond memories with this dresser. This is like my junk drawer. Extra hooks, tape, extension cords, and then like parchment paper. Up here is my spices in bags. My aunt got me a ton of really nice food in bags. So like, for example, she gave me these paper snack and sandwich bags, which are really helpful. And then my mom put down, because when I got this dresser, there was like mouse poop and pee left over in here because this had been out in the garage for a while. So my mom put down, oh, I don't remember what it's called, but like this sticky decorative paper on the bottom so that it's cleaner, because even though I cleaned it out, it was still just like a little bit stained on the bottom. This table is one of the coolest purchases that I made because it opens up on the other side as well. So this is just one leaf, but if I pulled it out, it opens up on the other side as well, so it can seat quite a few people. It can go down, so if ever there were an occasion where I needed more space, I can put that down and just tuck it away in the corner, so that's really useful. That's also why I have folding chairs. If I ever need the chairs out of the way, these fold up. Really just efficient with space because it's a nice size apartment for one person, but if there's more than one person in here, it just gets a little bit tighter. So the hinges probably switch on this. I don't really know how to switch them though, because in theory it would be convenient for the door to open this way. I mean, at this point I've just gotten used to it. The door opens over here on this side. You know, it's not so bad now. I have a lot of bicycles in here. There aren't many cabinets, but I've used the space above the cabinets. There's just these two right here and then off to the left, and then I have this below the stove. Of course, there are also the cabinets beneath the sink, but I'm just using that for my cleaning and storage supplies. But over here, I really love all of my plates and everything, so I'm going to show you them. There's so much from my family in here once again. So these are these little like Sunday dishes that my mom brought over. These belong to my meme, my great-grandmother. My aunt, as a housewarming gift, bought me these really beautiful soup bowls. They're really cute, but look at it, they come with little soup serving spoons and also chopsticks too, which are in here. So I'm really obsessed with these. Hang on, there's more. I got from Goodwill a bunch of plates. So these plates, and then this larger, my sheet music stand does not need to be behind me this whole time. And then this larger plate right here. So yeah. And then as a graduation gift from my Mimi and my mom, they painted me these really beautiful glasses. So they did 4 each. My Mimi painted 4 of these style glasses with fruit on them. So like strawberries, lemons, cherries, and then my mom did flowers on this style of glass. So I have 4 of these as well. Here's my silverware drawer. I got like this organizer that's super nice. It has rubber on the bottom and it only cost me like 50 cents because it was at a yard sale. And then of course my oven and stove. So funny story, I was at first storing my baking things in here. It turns out this is not a storage space. This is like where the fire actually lights up for the oven. So my baking trays got pretty baked the first week I was here. And then over here, I just have my trash can, dish towels, my sink. Here's a plant that my cousin gave me. It's supposed to have direct sunlight, which is very sad for the poor little plant because it doesn't really get any sunlight except for the sunlight that reflects off of my neighbor's windows. Yeah, so this is my full apartment tour and I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed moving into it because I really love it and I've already settled. It's just so cute and I feel very cozy and at home here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I upload more content about law school in Boston, living in this area. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.